So we're here with Frank Vignola, who just played at the Bickford Theatre in a tribute to Django Reinhardt.
Yes.
You can play anything. What draws you to the music of Django Reinhardt?
Well, I first heard Django at the age of 6. My father bought me a Django Reinhardt record, a Les Paul record, and a Bucky Pizzarelli record. And that's what I played along with for probably 5 or 6 years, just those 3 records. So just he'd show me the songs on the guitar, and I would play along with the records. That's how I really learned how to play. And Django, I thought the way he played a melody using all the inflections, the vibrato, the little runs leading up to the note, the trills, just the amount of passion he had in his playing. And also he was playing acoustic guitar. That really attracted me to his sound as opposed to Les Paul, who played electric guitar, and I was so fascinated by that, and then the acoustic guitar with Django. So.
Now, of course, you knew Les Paul, but you never met Django.
Never met Django.
What would you, if you could meet Django, what would you want to ask him?
I would probably be like the character in the Woody Allen film in Faint. Remember? I forget the fictitious name character. But Emmett Smith, that was it. I don't know if I would ask him something about guitar. I think I would probably ask him, do you want to play a song?
Which one would it be?
Oh, whatever he wanted to, and hopefully I would know it. Because, probably so many people asked him about guitar and this, and how do you do this, that I think I would first try to ask him, if he wants to play a song, or what do you feel like doing? You want to go have a beer? And then eventually we would end up playing music together. But I would want to make him feel comfortable, because I think the gypsies, that's the way to get the music out of him.
How good would Django have been if he had all his fingers?
Well, he made a few recordings with all 4 fingers on the banjo, the 6-string banjo with an accordion and a French singer. That's when he was 18. Then he burned his hand, and not only his fingers were burned, but the whole half of his body was burned. And he was out of action for 18 months in bed healing, because gypsy medicine in a caravan in the 1920s probably wasn't the most modern way of healing a wound, So he was in a lot of pain all the time because, his body was burned and it would heat up and he would be really uncomfortable. So I don't know if that has something to do with the passion in his playing. But he could have had no fingers and played the way he did, because the music was so in him, it was such a gift, that I think whether he had 4 fingers or 2 fingers or 1 finger or no arms, he would have played guitar like that.
But how does that affect the phrasings on the guitar and so forth?
Well, a lot of, good night, thank you. Okay. I would think that most guitar players learn the fingerboard vertically, meaning they play this way, across the fingerboard. Django played a lot horizontally, going up 1 string, and played a lot like that. So it is possible to play anything on the guitar with the 2 fingers that a 4-fingered guitar player can play, with the exception of a few big stretch chords or something like that. But as far as playing a melody, he didn't need the 4 fingers, and he would move kind of horizontally up the neck. And again, he used a lot of expression in his playing. Trills, da-da-da-da-da-da, I wish I had a guitar here to demonstrate, but trills and appoggiaturas and all the technical terms they have for them, but he would do them all, the vibrato especially.
And so this would have been the 100th birthday for Django Reinhardt.
January 23rd would have been his 100th birthday, correct.
So what would you like to say to him on his 100th birthday?
Well, happy birthday, and thank you for the gift that you've given to not only me, but every other guitar player in the last 100 years, or the last 80 years since he started playing. I mean, he influenced Les Paul, Willie Nelson, Paul McCartney. Every guitar player you can mention, Django Reinhardt was an influence for them. From famous rock players like Slash. He came down to play with Les Paul one night, and we ended up talking about Django Reinhardt. Slash, how do you go figure that? And Keith Richards, they were all big fans of his music for many, many years. So thank you, Django, for giving us the gift of music, because between you and Les Paul, you changed the way guitar was played. It's like Louis Armstrong of the trumpet. Anybody who plays trumpet is going to listen to Louis Armstrong. Anybody who plays guitar is going to eventually get to Django Reinhardt.
And nobody plays like Frank Vignola. Thanks, Frank.
Well, thank you. I try to take all the different styles, and so many musicians have influenced me, and I think I try to play good songs in a unique style by staying true to the melody and emulate guys like Django and what they did with a song. Whether it's a modern song of the day or an old classical song, they played the melody with a lot of expression.